Hello Gundam fans and welcome back to another Gunpla review video. This is going to be the Master Grade RX-79G Ground Unit Mass Production Type because, well, there were multiple of these and only one RX-70-2. Don't ask me, I don't know. Anyway, though, I'm going to be reviewing this kit right now. This is from the MS Teams anime. So, this is going to be the main unit for the first part of the series. I'm not going to spoil too much, but you'll see in my next future reviews what I mean by that. So, anyway, though, let's go ahead and talk about this kit. I do want to say right now, though, I am trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. If I do, please, in order to help that out, if you want to assist, hit those buttons, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Anything helps out. Because right now, if I do that, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I haven't figured out what I want to give away yet because I want to do something a little bit different, a little bit harder to get a hold of, not something that you could just go buy at your local Target. Target sells kits now, by the way, so if you want a place to go buy Target, that's if you're in the States. Anyway, though, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review right here, and hopefully this helps you out in your next Gunpla purchase. Alright, and this is everything that comes in the box for the RX-79G, so we're going to start with the manual. Simple, easy. You get these awesome older manuals still. A nice little picture, because all these come with nice little pictures on them. And the one thing that's really cool is they have illustrations and things like that. I haven't shown these too much in the other Master Grades, but yes, you definitely get those. Now, let's set that off to the side. So you got yourself a little backpack here. Before I show all the accessories, this is really neat, because one of the specific weapons that come with this fit in this backpack, so that's what it looks like all around. I don't have it very panel lined compared to the Easy 8, but I'll get there. So, we're going to start with the machine gun. So the machine gun comes in several parts, and as you see, I'm pulling each of these parts out, and each of these parts will fit inside of the actual carrying little bag, or this little shell right here. Seeing like this piece right here would go like right there, I think. I don't have the diagram in front of me, but this one goes first back here. I don't know how that goes in there exactly, but like that. This has a nice little area right up here where you can clip it in. I forget which way it clips in, but it clips in to... There we go. Clips in just like so. And then you have this piece that goes back in here. And I like to store other things in here if I can, because there's a little bit of space up in there. And so I like to store the this piece right here, which you can use on the actual, that to connect into this like so, which allows you to go to, like, ground positions where, he's got it. You'll see it in my opening, or in at least the thumbnail probably. I'm thinking about leaving that as part of the thumbnail. And then, of course, I like to store that in there. Everything else, I like to store as much as I can in these so I don't lose them. I'm bad about losing things, so. Next you have your handgun, your hand rifle, hand thingy, which opens up like so you can pop it in his hand. So this, I try my best to store in here, because again, I will lose any and everything that's not in here. There's a way to do it, and I've done it once, but yes, there is a way. It doesn't actually supposed to store in here, but since, again, I like to keep everything in one spot, I had to figure out a thing. I'll figure it out later. There's a way I did it, and it fit everything in there. So that's the little backpack and everything. Of course, I just showed the shield. Awesome decals. This is also just straight out of the box. No nipping or no customization to it. Just some panel lining. Well, basic customization. Panel lining, and then dry transfer, which again I don't have because I put it on there. And the other dry rubs didn't really go on there. Like this kit right here, they were so old or something was wrong with them, and they just did not want to stick to a lot of it. I managed to get that because I really forced that one out. So now we have these. It comes with two extra little, like, actually technically three. So one goes here, these two go here, and then these two actually will slot on his hips, which I will do that right now to show. Slots right onto his hips. So keeping everything together. There we go. This kit's actually pretty good for standing. Now, of course, why it'd be a ground unit, right? Can't fly. You have your beam rifle, which is just your typical beam rifle. I mean, it's a little bit stylized towards the MS-18 anime style, so of course. And next, it comes with two beam sabers, and then a beam effect part, if I can find it, right here. think it comes with one or two of these. It should come with two of these, but regardless, there's what one looks like inside of it. And of course, they do the typical slot in. So now these. So let's go ahead and get into the kit, and then I can show where those are hidden. Because most Gundam, you notice they don't. It doesn't have any backpack to hold it, like the RX-78-2 and other ones of this kind. So let's go ahead and get into the kit, and then I will show it as I go. So this one has not the best articulation. The feet don't really do anything. They go up and down and up and down. And then of course, here's where it's cool, because you get little compartments here. So this is where your beam sabers actually store. Beam saber. So the beam saber stored there. Other side does the same thing. Oh, it fell out. If they ever make a 2.0 of this kit, which this kit's not in any rush, it's not the worst thing. It's not the... I take that back. There's some flaws. So, well, what I was going to get at is, if they ever did a 2.0, they don't need to work on a lot of things. Maybe just the actual joints of it, because it's a little weak in the ankles, or in the knees. But work on this part, because this part's really cool. This is the first Gundam that actually stores its stuff right in here that I've owned. So... Alright, then we got the knee bend. Not a whole lot of articulation. Probably another thing they need to work on in a 2.0. Not a whole lot of articulation whatsoever. It's on a ball joint. So, that's as good as you're gonna. Little kickback? No, not really. And what I mean by the knees are weak, whenever he has the backpack on, he will literally fall backwards if he's leaning just a slight bit too far to the back. So, there's your flaps. Always show the flaps because those are important, because everybody likes their butt flaps. This one, no butt flap movement. Come on, Bandai, give him some ass movement. Alright. Next, we're going to move up into the arms. Arms, they started to get our hands a little bit by this kit. They're not the worst hands for this time period, but they started to get it to where the hands actually do things. So they are the 3 fingers on this side, and then the single one there, and then the thumb. But this moves around, and these open, and they're actually stronger than the GPs. So that's why I say they started to. They started to figure it out a little bit. Then it has an elbow band like that. And as you can tell, it is moved up to the side. And this part just spins. This is also on a ball joint too. So there's not a whole lot of stuff going on there. Next we have the waist. Is there any movement? Not really. It's blocky. There's like hardly any ab crunch. Then on this one you got your cockpit. Got our main boy in there. I forget his name. I've seen the anime, but I forgot his name. Head, we have a very rough 360. A giggity giggity for the head. And then on the back here, this is kind of neat because this will hold your backpack. So these pieces kind of flip out here. And then they push up. This piece comes down. And this piece goes boop boop. And a little bit more, a little up here then. Because the idea is to get it to slot into these pieces right up in here. And these ones down here. I'm trying to figure it out. Give me a moment. There we go. It just needed to be pulled out all the way. My stupid. Oh well. And then that's pretty much it for this kit. It's not a very complex kit, but Bandai was definitely in the right direction for this one. So, this is what it looks like next to a Master Grade Zaku 2.0. Something that it would be fighting out in the field. This is going to be it next to the GP01. And this is what it's going to look like next to a big Master Grade. Not the biggest, but a big Master Grade. The Double Zeta. And just for a minor size comparison between a 1/144th and the Master Grade, there's a Zaku. Charged to be exact. Alright, and that's the end of this review right here. So, that's pretty much the RX-79G Master Grade. This kit right here, I'm going to have to give it a 5 out of 10 bright slaps because it was much better than the GPs. You know what, let's bump that up to a 5.5 because I can't quite give it a 6 because it still has joint issues. There's still like detailing issues. It's not the most detailed kit because it is older. So that's my rating for this one. Hopefully it helped you guys out. Again, hit those buttons, trying to hit that 1,000 sub mark, and if I do, I'm gonna do a Gunpla giveaway. So I just want to say thank y'all for that have. And again, this is gonna be the RX-79G Master Grade. Look forward to my next Master Grade review. And until the next one, guys, I appreciate it, and I am out.